Just imagine you put everything you own on the line for trading and then you lose it all. I think very few traders talk about this part, and I take it upon myself to be able to address this and talk about it with passion. My name is Joe and I'm a counselor, and I know what it means to be a trader because I've been for the past 3 months. And in this video we are going to come up with a story. I got it off a TikTok video about a confession of a trader. So of course I want to share it with the audience, with you guys, to see what it means, and maybe you can use this to enlighten your trading, improve yourself as a person. And let us just go straight and read the story. That is what I want to do. We are going to go in and read the story and see what we can learn from this, and maybe it can improve someone's situation. So the story is titled "Tell Your Trading Confession Here." Write as much or as little as you want. Don't worry about any grammar. That is what they say. Like, that is the title. So I think a trader reached out. He started, "Bro, please, I also need advice. I started trading 1 year ago, but I have really lost a lot. Why am I even reaching out? Is that I'm in a state of deep depression. I learned one of ICT models, practiced it on a demo for 2 months. I was very profitable with it. So I began to source for funds. Then the only option available for me was to sell one of our family land because the document was in my possession. I sold the land for 8 million Nigerian naira and funded my account. To cut the story short, I lost the money in 4 days. 4 days. Now I'm on the run. Family is looking for me and asking me for the land documents. I have to look for somewhere to hide. I can't even put my main SIM on my phone. If I tell my parents about it, they might get high blood pressure, and I don't want to be responsible for that. Please, brother, I don't know what to do. I need advice." So a trader sold the family land to trade. It is tough, it is so easy for us, maybe in the comment section or the ones watching the video, to come out and be like, how would you do this? How would you, sell the land? How would you do such and such a thing? But maybe someone hasn't been in such a desperate state. Trading can be so demanding, and I don't know even why I came to do this video, but I just want people to know the story that trading is tough. It is really tough, and you do not have to make such rash decisions. Anyway, let us read the comments and see what they said, the advice they gave. So the first comment is, "Situations like this feels like drowning." That's right. A drowning person struggles a lot. For the rescue team to offer help, the struggle must stop. Man, we have a lot of philosophers and psychologists in the comment sections of TikTok, but he has compared the situation to a person drowning in water. When a person is drowning, they struggle so much to you know to hang on to life. They beat the water. They are like going down, and so for a person to be rescued, they need to calm down. And it is very absurd of us to ask someone to calm down in such a situation. It is very absurd, but they really have to calm down and do what? And let them be rescued. Anyway, let us go to the next comment. I felt bro's pain. So sorry, please, but stay strong. As long as you don't quit, you will make it back. Bro, you know what is hard is promising someone you'll make it when you don't know if it will happen. Having that faith, it is such a demanding thing to do. Someone was like, I'm really short of words, and that's right. And then someone said, at least you have a home. Go back to your family, confront them with the truth, cause you can run, but never hide from them. I'm about being honest on all before the end of this September. Sold my laptop and also added my last month's salary to trade and see if I can. I don't know if I'll get that full comment, but he's right. He's right at some point. But it is very hard to convince a person like this to just go back home. It needs like conviction over time, over a period of time. And it needs time for this to happen. For example, we know the story of the prodigal son in the Bible. This son told the father that, you're getting really old, I need my share of how is it called, of your wealth. I need my share now, so that what, when you die, I don't ask anymore. So the father was like, okay, he shared the stuff and he gave him his portion. So the prodigal son went and enjoyed the money with women, with bars. I think he was like gambling the money, enjoying his life, like. And then the money got finished, of course, and he had to learn the hard way by eating with did they say pigs in the Bible? I think he was eating with pigs. And so that is the prodigal son. The money was finished and he was working on someone's farm and eating what the animals were eating. So later he was like, the workers in my father's farm, the employees, are eating better than me, who is the son. I'll just go back and tell him, I don't deserve to be your son. Let me just work on the farm and, feed your animals. And when the son went back, the father saw him from a distance and was like, oh, my long lost son, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming. And he thought he was going to be chased away or say, okay, you go to the farm and stay there. But the love of a father still stays as the love of a father. So going back could be something really good. Anyway, let us go to the next comment. I begin to lose. That's when emotional trade enter. I made losses instead of opting out and re-strategized. I start trading aggressively. Yeah, this is about psychology. It is a mental thing. I think it is very hard to explain to someone that when you take a loss, it's not the I don't even know what to say. It's not the end of the world. Please, if you feel like your blood is boiling because of a loss, just leave. just go somewhere. The loss is going to sting, but at least it will give you time to cool down. Huh? My God, these things are so emotional to talk about because, bro, I know how hard it is to be successful. I know how hard it is to be profitable in trading, but boy, oh boy. So the next comment is, it's very sad for the loss of the money you couldn't afford to lose. But again, we have to understand that trading is risky and only risk what you can afford to lose. This is so true. Like, it is so real. It is a risk. Everything in trading is a risk, bro. Every trade, there is no trade that is 100%. So you have to have that in mind. But people think, okay, I'm putting in a trade, this is a must win. If it doesn't win, it doesn't work like that. Every trade you put on is a risk. So you have to know, I'm risking $50 to get 150. That's it. So you have risked the 50. Either you lose it or you win. So, but it is a dangerous game, and all this is, psychology. It is too much about the psychology of trading and risking your hard-earned money. But people, when they see the numbers on the screens, they think, it is playing a video game or something. Anyway, let us continue. Felt it, man. Rather tell them the truth. You will have a fresh start and accept what has. All will happen. Get a job. You learn losing small. Once again, it's very easy to give this advice, but when a person is in such a situation, they really need to talk to someone, like, systematically, to convince them that just try your level best, take one day at a time, and you need to see. But when a person is in such a situation, they have no help, they have no one to run to apart from the internet. It's tough. And when you go to the internet, you see people making 10K in 1 hour, and you're like, oh my God, bro. Anyway, another one said, bro, it's very sad to hear of losing this kind of amount, but we have to understand that this game is very risky. Don't risk what you can't afford to lose. That is right. So another one said, bro, listen carefully to this advice. Stop running. Running will never solve this problem. It will only make things worse. If your family keeps searching for you and you don't show up, they might think you did something even worse. Bro, oh my goodness. Tell the truth calmly. Honesty is the only way you will find peace. Sit your parents or elders down and explain everything. What happened? They might get angry, but at least they will know the truth. Wow. Ask for forgiveness. Most of the comments are telling him to go home and be clean. Go home and be clean. You should have learned this fast. It's 10 years trading, still not profitable. I know it's hard to not have funding. This game needs self-control. When you don't have funding, accept. Try to work on piece jobs. These things needs side hustles. That is true. I think what helped me most in not losing myself is my job. I had the job to fund my learning process, and that is why I'll forever be appreciative of work. Most people will tell you, escape the 9 to 5. You don't need this, but honestly, the truth is you need to work to appreciate. And if you finding a job is hard, I know, but it is the way you can fund your trading. The people who are thinking about, like, maybe getting a loan, I wouldn't advise anyone to get a loan to study trading. That is so risky and that is so dangerous. I had the job, so I would fund my trading and I would make losses. I would make losses and learn, but at least I have the job, right? So that is what I can say. And according to this story, so we are going to, let us share a Bible verse. We are going to read from 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 9 to 10. And it says, those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap, and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Most people are going to confuse this. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. So I think, let me first explain that last part. Before we go into the other part, let us explain, for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. What does this mean? It means when a person loves money too much, when a person wants money, they will do all bad things. They can kill someone for the money. They do not care if they steal, if they torture, if they have to be obscene in the world. They do not care if, I don't know. That is why there are some things I can't speak here, but that is why you see people doing such disgusting things, because they want the money. They don't care, what God thinks. They don't care what their parents think. They will torture someone because of money. They will take, people who are sick and bedridden, they will take their money away. Bro, it is man, this video is just too much, because I know people are going through all this, man. I know people are going through a tough time, and trading presents something like an opportunity, to break out. And I've experienced that myself. Although my heart still pains, for people who are struggling, and because I know how hard it is, bro. I know how hard it is to want to make it, and day after day, week after week, you're getting losses. I don't know, man. I think let me end the video here, because it's too emotional. But I really want to encourage. I don't want to go without encouraging people that it finally clicks. I know most people will be like, you're saying it because of this, but it finally clicks. And when it does, but don't give up. Do not give up. The only piece of advice I can give you in this video: do not trade people's money. It's a tough thing to do, bro. It's really tough. A person who just gets, $200 a month is way more happy than a person who trades people's money and gets 10,000 a month. This person is so happy with his 200, because you have to know your situation. Okay, you've seen people in Dubai living the lifestyle, driving a Lambo. That's okay, but it is entertainment. Just look at your situation. I'm in a situation whereby if I get $100, I have my basics, right? I have my basics, and be like, okay, this is good. If I have $100, I can eat, I can sleep, I can do that. And that is your baseline. It is quite good. Then after that, after getting the 100, you start thinking, okay, how can I improve to 200? Then I can start balling a little bit. If I've been eating silver fish, you know, these small fish, or maybe if I'm just eating bread and water, then I can upgrade to one piece of meat, you know, the other month when I've hit 200. Like that, man. It is about compounding. But people do not listen. You know, you get profitable, and you're like, now I think I know everything. Let me trade people's money. People start giving you 10,000, 20K. You're going to end up in jail, bro. Do not do this. Don't. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I think that will be all. But damn, bro. People even do the unthinkable because of trading. But please, guys, just be careful. Please, just be careful. Stay in. It is called staying in your lane. Let us stay in our lane. Just do the little we can, and we shall be fine. We shall be good to go. Anyway, let me not ramble. Let me not keep saying words, but I just wanted to encourage people who are in a desperate position. Do not give up. This story was touching for me because I know people go through these things on a daily, and trading is a tough space. You have to develop a tough character. You have to develop a tough mindset. And yeah, but definitely let me know in the comment section what you struggle with most in the trading space, what really destroys you in trading. We can share a little bit. I also struggle most times. I struggled. Now I've been a bit stable because the only struggle that I mainly face is, you know, boredom and maybe, like, how is it called, not following my rules. But things regarding revenge trading, I think I don't do that anymore. I've tried my level best to stay away from that. Anyway, let us leave the video here, but I would like to thank you guys for watching. I would like to thank you very much for being here and enjoying the videos. They'll keep coming out. I'm not making YouTube so that I get more views or something, but just talking to one person out there who will listen throughout this whole video. That's my goal. That's my target. So thank you very much. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Bye.